Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the match preview for the game between the D's and the Pies. We will soon find out what our path to glory will look like heading into the final series. It's time to talk all things black and white. Now, Friday night against the D's, it's as simple as getting the job done. Don't have the fans' hearts in their mouth. Let's be clinical. Not have to worry about this game so much so that we can keep an eye on the Gold Coast Port game. Ken Hinkley's farewell game. You'd think the Butters, the Rosies of the world will get up for Ken. And Gold Coast have to travel. There's so much pressure weighing on Gold Coast tomorrow. If they slip up and we do what we're supposed to do, top four's ours. If Hawthorn beat Brisbane, top four can be ours. But it's all made to be useless if we do not beat Melbourne. We haven't lost to them since 2023. Now, that game in 2023 was the King's birthday clash, where I think we were, 11-1 or 12-1 or something at that point. I think it was 11-1 and we went into the bye 11-2, similar to where we were at this year, funnily enough. Since then, we beat them in that qualifying final in 2023. But what's ironic about that game is Melbourne, we got a feel for what it feels like to dominate a game and lose. Like, win the game statistically in every category and still lose when it comes to the final score. So we experienced that last week against Adelaide. We were Adelaide against Melbourne in that 2023 qualifying final. So, hey, everyone gets their turn, huh? Every dog has their day, some would say. We move into 2024 King's birthday. We win by 38 points. And I think we were just humming at that point. This is when Jack Crisp, Nick Dacos, these types of players were having a real crack and carrying the load while our more senior players and DeGoey were injured, and Tom Mitchell was injured at that point. We weren't sure if he was coming back or not. So there was a lot of missing pieces, but it was probably the best portion of our season. If not round 13 that year, a little bit earlier, I do recall. The games against Freo, Bulldogs, D's. There are other games mixed into that where, we were just really impressive. But anyways, that's that. And then what has me raising my eyebrows going into this game is I look at round 2024, the Pies win by, what's that? Was it 56 points in the end? 103-57. I really do think the D's, they're talking about this build up into this game and saying, hey, we're 12 months apart from where we were. Let's show that. Let's not submit and put ourselves into a corner where just because we're out of finals contention, we're not going to check out like we did, especially in that first half of last year. That's a real mentality going into the game for the D's, I feel. They're going to use that as a reference point. We lost by 50 odd points last year. We checked out mentally. I want to see us locked in against a team who needs to win. A team who prefers to win comfortably due to the percentage scenario. So, I don't go into this game complacent, arrogant. I go into it thinking we're coming up against a side that has some really dangerous tools. They are an offensive team. They will give up and concede, but they'll sting you going back the other way. Cozzy will get you. Petrarca will get you. Melksham will get you. Fritsch, the show pony, he'll get you. Like these, and Max Gawn, of course. Do you think he wants to end the season on a negative note? They want to take some really good momentum going into next year. So they had a really good crack against the Doggies, and then they were beaten comprehensively by the Hawks. So call that their low point. Against the Hawks. They're looking to rebound from the bottom from that performance. They want to bounce back. We love it. Look, the good thing for us, 12 months removed from where we were this time last year, is we are right there, guys. We are right there for premiership contention. This time last year, we're thinking if we can win by 200 points, we're playing finals. But if we win and have a decent win and a few results go our way, we've got the double chance, which is, it's much needed. It is much needed, given how tight it is, and it's going to be difficult to win 4 games in a row. But at the very least, let's win comprehensively. Let's take last week into this week and take this week. If it ends up being a good performance, take that into the first week of the finals, double chance or not. Let's do it for hyphen. That's a motivation. Let's do it for the Hoskin Elliott, the hyphen. Mason Cox probably going to have a chance. McStay just not finding form at the most important, the point end of the year, which is what you need. You need a prime McStay or a prime Mason Cox. We haven't got any of those right now, but McStay is definitely worse off at this point, and it seems like it's a favorable matchup for Mason Cox to come into the game. So, yeah, every opportunity for Mason Cox to be fighting for his contract next year. Say he has a blinder tomorrow. Say he has a respectable final series. He wants to play on next year. There's a contract that could be on the table. Same goes for, gee whiz, I mean, if we're to up the ante with Jamie Elliott's contract and Brody Myercheck's contract, then maybe we need to see a little bit more from them. Maybe that's what they want. Ned Long is still playing for a position, albeit Fly is very loyal and has stuck with Ned Long for the experience. It's his first full year. He gets tired. He's young. He's not acclimatized to playing a full season at AFL level. So we all see that, but we just want a little bit more quality with his disposal. Just chill out on the check side kicks. Find that hand pass that opens up the game like you were early in the season, and you'll be in this team for eternity. Ladies and gentlemen, no more time for talking. It's action. Go Pies.